We're going to be exploring a very significant topic today. And before we get started, I want you to ponder on these questions. How much do you tie money to your self-worth and importance? Is status a reflection of our inherent value? The value we add in our sphere or our material possessions? Why are some people so fixated on how they look, whilst others give little time to people's perception of them? Is there a connection to our perceived wealth status and our actual wealth status? Let's try and answer these questions together. Welcome or welcome back to Ivory Living. I'm Kenya, and today we're going to be exploring the idea of, can you really buy status? In the world of money, there are two groups of people, those who have money and those who don't. It becomes apparent very quickly who belongs to each of these groups by the way that they live, conduct business, and their general interaction with etiquette. There is also the increasing desire of people who have not to want to become one of the haves. As such, they create a bridge between the two worlds and persistently make strides to get across. The reality is that the bridge they make is made from ice and well-oiled wood on an incline that is an uphill battle for 3/4 of the journey. For those who make it that far, it is a lovely descent into the land of the haves. Those who don't keep slipping back down the incline into the land of the have-nots. Some become exhausted with the sheer burden of staying on the bridge or getting up and starting to climb again, each time dusting themselves off and trying another move. The others get fatigued, discouraged, and free fall back into the land of the have-nots and become content with being there, or create a grandiose illusion that they have status through material foreboding. There are ways to spot people's money mindset or their money philosophy by the way in which they relate to their status. They have an illusion of importance, opulence, and the need to be perceived by appearance to be of significant importance through their appetite of decadence. Let's start with the people on the bridge. They dress sophisticated to give an air of belonging. They pursue high-paid jobs and promote their lifestyle with every pay increase. However, they are managing to live the life that they're showcasing by living from paycheck to paycheck or living on credit cards. They try to rub shoulders with people that they feel are high value or high rollers to add to their feelings of significance, but never fully fitting into that circle. Soon they fade back into the have-nots as their expenses catches up with their cyclical resources and the access of credit dwindles. They are those who are considered to be the new money as they manage to invest in some high-stakes golden venture and it worked in their favor. They slide into the haves. Nevertheless, if they don't quickly transform their thinking, their relationship with money and perception of status, they too will soon lose it all and be right back with the have-nots. Their morals tend to be different, and how they protect their wealth and attempt to leave a legacy is often different to the seasoned haves. This mental shift required for success is only achieved by a few because of their unmeasured lifestyle and pushing a typical perceived status to feel significant. The haves are usually more assured of who they are and are less outwardly approval seeking. They are clear about their status regardless of what is perceived and hence are more likely to be authentically themselves. They draw less attention to themselves with outlandish purchases, and it is clear that what they drive or have is not on hire purchase. The have-nots are constantly looking for validation and affirmation, yet it's always evading them. They buy expensive handbags to put pittance into, and they buy expensive shoes and name brand outfits to add value to themselves. They pay a premium for a branded status, and everyone knows it doesn't add the validation pursued. They are prepared to lower their morals, devalue themselves, and pimp themselves out to acquire the things that they feel will make them appear important. They are constantly working to afford material things to look important whilst putting their money into producers' pockets and having no legacy to leave behind. The fact is, the status material possession gives is an illusion that only temporarily appeases the people so desperate for validation that they spend £5,000 on an outfit to go to a simple local event that they paid £50 to get into, or they buy a £40,000 car on hire purchase to drive to a £400 per week job, all the time paying a 15 to 25% interest rate on depreciating assets. The bottom line is that money cannot buy status. We build status by improving our self-esteem and self-worth, adding value to ourselves, surrounding ourselves with the right network, investing and forward planning to bring ourselves into dimensions of esteem, building our value and growing our portfolio. Status is not about show. Confidently own who you are and what you possess, and continue to expand beyond your borders. That's fundamentally how we develop our status and move into various arenas. Identify the areas in your life where you feel insecure. Is this a perceived or genuine area of flaw? If it is perceived because of conditioning and socialization, renew your mind and build self-worth around that area in your life. If it is a genuine area of weakness, then see how you can add value to that area of your life through personal development. Where they are features you were born with, see how you can view it as an asset and embrace it as a unique selling point. Remember, financial literacy is revolutionary. It has transformed my life, and I believe it can do the same to yours.